Hello YouTube, today I'm here with a new tutorial, and in this video I'm going to show how to install macOS Sierra on Skylake Build PC. So before starting, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please go and subscribe to our channel and stay connected for latest updates. So guys, let's start. For this purpose, I will be using GIGABYTE motherboard powered by an Intel Core i3 processor. I choose this motherboard because, as you already know, GIGABYTE motherboards are the best selling ultra durable motherboard with dual UEFI BIOS and lots of unique features, and they have maximum Hackintosh compatibility among all the motherboards. I choose this build with least specification, which can handle all the day-to-day tasks and official work. As I was not having a good budget for this project, that's why I'm using Intel Core i3 with NVIDIA GT 710 graphics card, which is having 2 GB of video memory. But don't worry, you can upgrade the hardware according to your choice and workload. As I was receiving lots of requests from Skylake users to make a complete guide, and so here I am. So before installing macOS on your PC, you need to be sure about your hardware compatibility. I mean your CPU, graphics card, motherboard, Wi-Fi and other hardware are compatible. I'm saying this because every hardware is not compatible on macOS. If it is not compatible, you will face problems like internet and sound not working, improper sleep wake function and many other things. Suppose if your graphics card is not compatible, you may have a bad screen resolution and macOS will run 2 frames per second. So before installing, be sure about your hardware compatibility. So let's start. This method is useful for those users who don't have access to a Macintosh or a Hackintosh computer, because I will use Windows to create a bootable USB for macOS Sierra. To create a bootable USB for macOS Sierra, you will need an internet connection to download the required files such as transmac from Acute Systems, macOS Sierra 10.12.4.dmg, post-install tools. These are the tools containing some apps like Clover Configurator, DPCI Manager, EFI Mounter, Kex Utility and many other apps, and some fix like Ethernet fix, REALTEK audio fix and web drivers, and 2 USB flash drives, one more than 8 GB and other with minimum 2 GB. So guys, don't worry, all the download links are provided under video in the description. So let's start. So the first step is to install transmac. Click on next, select license agreement, click on next, click on next, click on next, click on install. Now insert your first USB flash drive with more than 8 GB. Now open computer, right click to select your USB flash drive and click on format. Select restore device default and click on start. Click on OK to begin format the disk. Click on OK, click on close. Now open transmac, select run. Now here right click to select your USB flash drive and select format disk for Mac. Click on yes. And name you can type any name, but for instance I am typing USB. Click on OK and the transmac will format the disk for Mac. Now click on OK. Now again right click to select your USB drive and this time select restore with disk image. Click on yes. Now select the DMG file. Now locate the DMG file. This is macOS Sierra 10.12.4. Select and click on open. Click on OK. And now as you can see, transmac is copying the macOS Sierra image file to your USB flash drive and it will make the disk bootable. So it will take 10 to 20 minutes depending on your system speed. So wait for that. Now click on OK and close transmac. Now the macOS Sierra bootable USB drive has been prepared. Now eject macOS Sierra USB flash drive. and insert another USB flash drive with minimum 2 gigabytes, and copy this post install folder and the fix containing NVIDIA web drivers and some other fixes. Copy these two folders on this USB. macOS Sierra bootable USB drive has been prepared, and the post installation tools and fixes have been copied to another USB. So you are ready to install macOS Sierra, but before installing you will need to configure your BIOS. So eject your USB flash drive and start your PC. Now press delete key to enter BIOS menu. Now as you can see, I am inside the GIGABYTE BIOS menu and currently running F6 BIOS version. Now here you will need to make some changes. So the first step is to go to save and exit tab and select load optimized defaults and select yes, and select save and exit setup and select yes. Now the system will reboot. After restarting your system, press delete key to enter your BIOS menu. And in this step you will need to configure your BIOS for your Hackintosh. So go to BIOS features and select fast boot to disabled, Windows 8 10 features to other OS, LAN PXE boot option ROM to disabled, select storage boot option control to legacy only, other PCI device ROM priority to UEFI only, and select network stack to disabled. Make sure the system mode state is set up and secure boot state is disabled. Now rest is okay, and go to peripherals tab and select Intel platform trust technology PTT to disabled. Select Intel display output to PCIe 1 slot. Select XHCI handoff to enabled. Now go to super input output configuration and select serial port 1 to disabled. Now go to SATA configuration and make sure the SATA mode selection is set to AHCI. Now go to chipset tab and select VTD to disable, internal graphics to auto. Now go to power management tab, nothing to do here. Now go to save and exit tab and select save and exit, select yes. Now insert your bootable USB drive in USB 2.0 port and press F12 to open boot menu. Now select your USB flash drive followed by the UEFI prefix, that is SanDisk Cruiser Blade 1.27 partition 1. Press enter. Now as you can see, here is the Clover bootloader. Just simply go to options, then select boot args and press enter key for 3 to 4 times. Select -V, then space, and then type underscore disable equal to 1, that is for disabling NVIDIA. Then press enter, then press escape key, and then select boot macOS from OS X based system and press enter to boot. Now as you can see, macOS Sierra installer is booting. And now here's the macOS Sierra welcome screen. Select your language. Click on continue. Click on agree. Now go to utilities, then select disk utility, and then select your internal hard drive or SSD. Still I am using a traditional hard drive, as I told you earlier. I am not having enough budget for this project. So select your internal drive and click on erase button. Under name you can type any name, but for instance I am typing Macintosh HD. Under format select macOS X extended journalette. Under scheme select GIGABYTE partition map. Now click on done and close disk utility. Now select your disk, that is Macintosh HD, and click on continue. Now as you can see, macOS Sierra is being installed on your drive. Don't worry, the resolution is not good because the NVIDIA has been disabled by the bootloader, and it will be re-enabled by installing NVIDIA web drivers, so don't worry about that. And this process will take about 15 to 20 minutes depending on your system speed, so wait for that. Now as you can see, the installation is about to complete and about a minute is remaining. As you can see, the installation has been completed. Click on restart. Now press F12 button and again select your USB flash drive followed by the UEFI prefix, that is SanDisk Cruiser Blade. Press enter to boot. Now here is the Clover bootloader, and this time go to options, select boot aux, and then type -v, that's for verbose booting, and then type NV_disable is equal to 1, that's for disabling NVIDIA. Press enter, then press escape key. Then select boot macOS from Macintosh HD and press enter to boot. As this is the first boot, so it will take some time because the cache is not built. Once the cache is built, it will begin to boot macOS normally. Now here's the macOS Sierra welcome configuration screen. Select your country and click on continue. Select your keyboard layout and click on continue. For this time select my computer does not connect to the internet. Later we will configure the Ethernet connection and click on continue. Click on continue. Select don't transfer any information now and click on continue. If you want to enable location services, you can check this box, otherwise click on continue. select don't use. Select the terms and condition, click on agree, click on agree. Now it's time to create a computer account. Type your username, type your password, type your password in, and if you want to change the logo of your account, you can change it from here. Go to default and select the picture. I was selecting this and click on continue, and as you can see, the macOS is creating an account. Now select your time zone and click on continue. Click on continue. Now here is the keyboard setup assistant. Click on continue, press left shift plus Z key and then press question mark or slash key and then click on done. Now go to Finder and select preferences, then select hard disk and connected servers and close Finder preferences. Now the first step is to install the Clover bootloader. So insert your another USB flash drive containing the post installation and fixes. Open your USB and then copy the tools and fixes to your desktop. And now eject your USB flash drive. Now open post install folder and then open EFI monitor. Select your internal hard drive or SSD and then click on mount EFI, and then select your USB flash drive and click on mount EFI. Now close post install and EFI monitor app. Now open EFI partition of your internal hard drive, not the USB one, and right click to select this EFI folder and select move to trash. Now empty the trash. And now open the EFI partition of your macOS Era bootable USB and then copy this complete EFI folder and paste it to EFI partition of your internal drive. By doing this process, you will install the Clover bootloader and no need to use multi-beast anymore. And this is the macOS Era bootable USB flash drive. And now remove your USB flash drive from your system. Now after installing the Clover bootloader, the next step is to fix the resolution, and the resolution can be fixed by installing the NVIDIA web drivers. So open the fix and install WebDriver. Click on continue, click on continue, click on agree, click on install, enter your password. Select continue installation, and now as you can see, NVIDIA WebDriver is being installed on your PC. Now don't start your Hackintosh yet. You need to fix some issues with the NVIDIA web drivers. If you will restart this time, you will not be able to boot anymore on your Hackintosh because the signal will be lost as you are using the Skylake PC Build, and this system will use the iMac 17.1 as a system definition. So open the post install folder and now run this AGDP fix to fix the signal lost or black screen problem on Skylake system offering iMac 17.1 as a system definition. So open this tool and select OK. As you can see, the Mac Pro 6.1 and iMac 15 or 17 perform special functions on their specific OEM GPUs and display for non-Apple hardware using the Mac Pro 6.1 or iMac 1570 system definition. This can cause your GPU to stop sending a signal to your monitor when OS X finishes loading. So what the AGDP will do is, and it will patch the Apple Graphics Control Kit. So click on OK, enter your password to begin. Close post install folder. Now as you can see, the patching has been done. So click on restart now. Click on restart. Now press F12 button and select your internal hard drive followed by UEFI. You can choose any of them, so I will be using the first one followed by the UEFI prefix. Select enter to boot. Now as you can see, here is the Clover bootloader, and now you don't need to use any boot arcs, just press enter to boot. Enter your password and press enter. Now as you can see, the graphics has been fixed and the NVIDIA web driver has been installed and started to work. As you can see here, the default graphics driver is NVIDIA web driver. Need to fix some issues right now, so open the post install folder and open EFI mounter. Mount your EFI partition. Close the EFI mounter and post install folder. Open your EFI partition, go to EFI folder, go to Clover folder, and then right click to select your configure.plist file and select open with Clover configurator. Now go to GUI tab and select the screen resolution according to your monitor size. I'm using a 21-inch LG IPS Full HD monitor, so my screen resolution is 1920 into 1080. So I'm using this resolution. You can choose according to your monitor screen resolution. So select your resolution and then close Clover configurator. Then click on OK and close Clover. Now close Clover configurator from here. Now you need to fix your Ethernet and audio. So open fix folder, and this is the Intel Ethernet for this motherboard and REALTEK audio fix. So copy this 2 zips to desktop. Now extract the Intel IV Ethernet fix. Open the folder. Now install this package, Intel Mouse Ethernet version 2.2.0 package. Click on continue, click on install, enter your password. And the Ethernet is being installed. And as you can see, the installation was successful. Click on close. Now the next step is to fix your audio. So open REALTEK ALC892 audio fix for Skylake. Open the zip, open this folder and open text utility. Enter your password. Wait for a few minutes. Now drag this Voodoo HDA patched cakes. This is not the normal cake, this is the patched one. So drag this Voodoo HDA cakes to cakes utility and enter password once again and press enter. Now click on quit and close the folder. Now restart your system. Uncheck this option and click on restart. Now press F12 button and select the internal drive followed by the UEFI prefix. Press enter to boot. And as you can see, the Clover is working in the full screen mode. Earlier it was not working in full screen mode. Now enter your password. Preferences, then go to sound, then select play feedback when volume is changed and select show volume in menu bar. Now go back and go to network, and as you can see, here is the Ethernet connection. Now the Ethernet has been fixed and the Ethernet is working, so close it. Now as you can see, here is the HDMI headphones, green front, line out, SPDIF, means all the output devices are working and the sound is working. Now plug your Ethernet cable. Now it's time to check the Ethernet connection. Open Safari. Now as you can see, the internet is working, means the Ethernet is working well. So close Safari. And now it's time to fix one more issue. Now go to post install folder and open EFI mounter, mount your EFI partition, and then open your EFI partition, go to EFI folder, Clover folder, right click to select your configure.plist and select open with Clover configurator. Now go to, sorry to skip this version. Now go to install drivers and select and go to drivers UEFI 64-bit and select CSM video DXE. Click this button to install this driver. Now select this EMU variable UEFI. Click this button to install this driver. This will identify the model as a Retina, iMac Retina, otherwise it will simply display as iMac. Now the driver has been installed, so close Clover configurator. Now as you can see, the audio is working, the Ethernet is working. Now it's time to check the system configuration, so let's check it out. Now as you can see here, macOS Sierra version 10.12.4. This is the most recent version, released a few weeks ago, and the build number is 16E195 and the model is iMac Retina 5K 27-inch late 2015 model. And this is the thing which I love most. The processor is 3.6 GHz Intel Core i3. The memory is 4 GB 2133 MHz DDR4. The startup disk is Macintosh HD, and the graphics is NVIDIA GeForce GT 710 2047 megabytes, and as you can see the graphics is working in full acceleration mode. And here's the serial number, and under the display as you can see here is the LG IPS Full HD display 21.5 inch, and the screen resolution is 1920 into 1080. So guys, finally we have full working macOS Sierra on a Skylake build PC. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe for more updates. Stay connected. Have a great day.